Yeah, I think the tint's a lot better here. So, what do we do next?
Insert bolt C into bracket number 4.
Well, I think we already used bracket number 4. Maybe we could just use bracket number 5.
What happens when I need bracket number 5?
Well, there's an old saying at Camp Ginawanamula. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Oh, give me another cookie.
Me too. This is great. I never would have left camp if they ran things the way you do, Mom.
Oh, I'm glad you're having a good time. But I just want you to remember that Cece can't know you spent the week here.
Do you really think Dad'll be angry?
Yeah, I think he'd be angry.
He should be mad that I'm here with you.
I know that, and you know that. But he would be. Cece just doesn't want us to spend a lot of time together.
Why?
Well, it's a little misunderstanding. But what's important is that you're here with me and that we're going to spend some time together here at Camp Ginawanamula.
I like that name. You ought to open up your own camp, Mom. All the kids would love it.
That's such a bad idea. You know, I bet they charge those rich parents a whole lot of money at Camp Happy Wanderer. And then they hire a bunch of teenage counselors and pay them $10 a day.
I got bracket number 4 put in. Now what?
Open up there, the police.
Eleanor, you obviously felt strongly enough about your confused feelings to consult me. Now, what is the predominant emotion that you're feeling?
Anger.
How would you describe that anger?
Murderous.
No, thank you very much. Final word from the hospital, man. Every test that ran on Kane turned out the same. The medication had nothing whatsoever to do with his near heart attack.
I don't believe this. You're telling me that there's nothing weird at all in his system?
I'm telling you, they couldn't find nothing, man. So as far as I'm concerned, all this stuff, this whole episode is in the round file, and we're at scratch.
So when does the mountain man get out of the hospital?
Are you kidding? He's on his way back to the Capitals as we speak.
Can't believe it. It remains a total mystery to everybody. I mean, Eden knows him how long up there in the mountains, and she still don't know anything more about him.
You can't blame
we do.
Eden for this, man. I mean, the guy went up in the mountains apparently to forget about his past. He did a good job, so how's she supposed to know?
I'll tell you, there's somebody else who wants to forget about the past, too. Eleanor.
Eleanor?
Eleanor, yeah. I mean, despite everything that she's told us, we still don't know anything more about Ellie than about Kane.
Pearl, I don't want to talk about Eleanor. I want to find out why Eden thinks Kane can help her and I can't.
Hi. I was just on my way to pick you up.
I talked him into letting me out early.
Yeah, I bet you were complaining so much the nurses were happy to see you go. Well, listen, are you tired? Would you like to lay down before dinner?
I just spent 2 days in a hospital bed. The last thing I am is tired.
Well...
I see you've returned.
Only because I didn't have anywhere else to go. You know, I want to be here about as much as you want me here.
Kane.
Oh, good. There's the door. I shall be happy to buy you an airline ticket, pick up your hotel expenses for a week in any city 1,000 miles from Santa Barbara. What do you say, Kane?
You think anyone can be bought, don't you, Mr. Capwell?
Please stop it, both of you. Kane is not going anywhere. He's staying here.
Eden, if Mr. Kane is as independent as he claims he is, maybe he has something to say about that.
Kane, I'm begging you to stay. I want you here. I need you.
We can't let the police find out. Yeah, I think Daddy says we will. Okay, here's...
Put your shoulder in. Okay, all right, we're going in now.
Aha! Aha!
Jeez,
Aha! Yes! Not the police.
what are you doing here? You scared Brandon and I to death.
Well, I thought I'd see if you had your guard up, which you don't.
I'll tell you what I've got up. My fist. And if you pull another stunt like this, I'm going to put it between your eyes.
Hey, lighten up. Don't take it out on me just because you're careless about your little charade.
We haven't been careless. We've been very careful, haven't we, Brandon?
Yeah, we've been having a great time at Camp Ginawanamula.
Ginawanamula.
Camp Ginawanamula?
I thought it was kind of clever.
Yeah, you think the Three Stooges are clever. But you know something? Old Curly Capwell, when he does finally arrive here, see what's happening, he's not going to think it's very clever.
Who's Curly Capwell?
Nobody. Your Uncle Keith is just being silly. He thinks it's funny to give people silly names.
I don't think it's very funny.
Oh, it's not very funny. He's the only one that thinks it's funny. He thinks we're trying to play games with your father to get him upset. That's the reason you're here, but it's not. The only reason you're here is because I love you. And if anybody tries to say it's for any other reason, they're going to end up singing soprano in the San Quentin choir.
Oh, gee, heartwarming, the example you're setting for this little guy. Oh, my goodness. Now, what is this?
A canoe. It's a camp project.
Well, if your mother's building it, I can think about 10 people that I could put in and send down river.
We ran into a few snags.
I bet.
Yeah, we ran out of screws and brackets.
Yeah, I imagine you have one or two screws loose.
Could you help us with it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. There'll be a snap. Yeah.
It is?
Listen, we're hungry. Why don't you get your mommy to go out and rustle us up some grub, huh?
Oh, spoken like a true male chauvinist outdoorsman.
We're going to have a cookout.
Where?
Right here.
You little moron. This is in. A cookout would be out. There.
What difference does it make? Cook out, cook in? Why be so technical? We're gonna roast some stuff in the fireplace.
It's 90 degrees in here.
So we'll turn the air conditioning up.
When you said roast, what, did you, I don't suppose you mean like a sirloin steak?
Hot dogs and marshmallows.
Oh, I was afraid you meant that.
I'll go get them.
Why do you have to be such a downer? We're just trying to have a good time.
He does love you, doesn't he?
I love him, too.
I'm just not good with kids.
Well, you could be if you tried. I think Brandon could learn to like you.
Well, he's an idiot. He doesn't think I'm funny.
You're not funny.
Oh, really? You thought it was funny the other night when I got a piece of peanut brittle and tried
stop
to...
it. He's right there.
You know what I would really like right now? I would really like an intense guided tour of Camp Ginawanamula.
Great.
Tell me, Eleanor, does anything specific occur to you that might be causing this intense, as you put it, murderous anger?
Well, I suppose it could come from my feeling left out and being denied my rightful heritage.
I'm not sure I understand that.
Didn't Dr. Nicholas tell you?
No, Alex only asked me to see you. He knows that I wouldn't want any background information from him.
Oh. Well, a little while ago, I found out that the man that I had always thought was my father is not.
So, do you feel anger towards this man?
No. But then I discovered that my real father is a very wealthy man. In fact, that he's one of the most successful men in the state. And that he had abandoned my mother when she was pregnant with me.
When you discovered that this man was your father, you felt cheated?
Yes.
Let's see, you were raised by a man who loved you, who was obviously very successful. It seems to me that your lifestyle was more than comfortable.
What is your point, Doctor?
Well, I'm merely questioning whether your anger stems from a feeling of being denied your heritage. I mean, there are many young women who would envy the life you had.
My life was a lie. And I didn't know that until a year ago. I didn't know what my real father had done to my mother. I didn't know that he had abandoned me as a baby to start another family with another woman. And that family had the life that I should have been sharing with my mother all these years. And then later, when my mother lay dying, he could have helped her, and he didn't lift a finger. Now, don't you think that that entitles me to some little bit of anger? Well?
There's no question that a certain amount of anger is justifiable. It's the intensity of your anger that concerns me. Now, it is normal for passionate people to have murderous fantasies at a certain point in their life, but a line is drawn, and the rational person doesn't step over that line. It is a person with psychopathic tendencies who might actually act on those fantasies. So exactly how do these feelings manifest themselves?
I don't know. Isn't that partly what I'm paying you for? I'm sorry. I really am. I sometimes have sleepless nights, but I don't think that there's any other evident physical problem. I know this anger is not going to just disappear, but I thought that maybe you could help me diffuse my emotions and rechannel my thoughts.
So is it right to assume that your ultimate goal is to forgive this man who you now know to be your father and to accept him?
Yes. Yes. That's exactly my goal.
Look, buddy, you gotta stop beating yourself up about this.
Yeah, I know that, Pearl. I've already promised myself I am going to be patient.
Then do it.
Well, it's a little easier said than done. This is a crazy situation, you got to admit.
Well, I know it's crazy, but just think of how difficult it is for Eden. We cannot even imagine.
Pearl, I know that. I also know that she's not going to keep pushing me away forever. I mean, when I was with her the other night, I saw it in her eyes. She remembers what's really going on. It's going to work out but we're wasting time. When I thought she was gone, I realized that that's all we do with our lives. We waste time. Everybody does it. She's been back, what, weeks. They've been flying by, and what are we? We're apart. It's stupid.
You know, so I got a feeling it's going to happen in a very short time for you two.
Now, how can you say that?
You just said it. You said you saw it in her eyes. You saw it in her eyes. Now, who knows Eden better than Cruz? The whole time she's been back, she's been communicating with you. She hasn't cut a connection. That means she still loves you. Just hang in there.
I know, but don't you see, she is operating on a fantasy. She thinks that it'll never work out between us unless she can rush out of her wheelchair and dance across the threshold or something. And she's afraid it might not happen, and you know what, man, it might not. She might not be able to walk again. I don't care. I don't need her to do that to love her. She's my life. And I gotta make it clear to her somehow that I am her life, and I'm her future. I am still Eden's future.
And when you feel strong enough, you can start my therapy again.
I have no idea what to do, Eden.
My Lord, Eden, this man has no knowledge whatsoever.
I'm not going to argue about this with you, Dad.
I'm not arguing. I'm trying to talk some sense into you. I can fly you to any rehabilitation center in the world. I can bring in the best specialists. Why are you resisting everything?
I have talked to all of them.
Look, all those doctors are just about the best.
They're the best in the world, aren't they? And they told you and Mama that I wouldn't walk again. I put my faith in Cain, and it worked. And if you love me at all, you won't undermine the only hope I have.
Darling, look. You know I love you. And I want what's best for you. And if that man can make you better, I would be thrilled to be proven wrong. But I cannot lie to you, and I'm certainly not going to lie to him. I'll tell you something. I don't trust you at all. You harm one hair in her head, I swear to God I'll make you pay.
It just never ends. What am I getting myself into here? I mean, your father hates me, your boyfriend hates me.
They're just underestimating you. When they see me walk and get out of the wheelchair, they'll see. Come here. Sit down. Let's not waste any time, okay?
I still don't know what I'm doing.
You will remember. You will. It's gonna come back to you. And you're gonna help me.
Hey, did you already finish all of your accounts?
No.
matter? I thought you were happy. Business is doing great. You got Johnny back?
Yeah. I got a lovely young lady to care a lot about.
So what's wrong?
I don't know. Whenever I start to think about what happened to Johnny and how the scum that are out there who took Johnny are still out there, I just start to burn up inside. Look at this. Every single day there are more missing kids. Jane, I've got to do something significant.
Like what? I mean, you're just one man.
Yeah, well, I got to believe that one man can make a difference, or else what's the point in trying, right?
I mean, not everyone could be a hero.
I don't need to be a hero. I just want to make a difference.
Man, I can't even read my own writing. Where the hell have you been all afternoon? I told you I wanted that file you took home.
I got lucky today. I made a contact that just might pay off in the very near future.
What kind of contact?
Well, you both know we've been swamped by calls about missing persons ever since the news broke that we found Johnny.
You found Johnny.
And I think that this contact might lead us to other missing children if it works out.
Who might this contact be? Unless, of course, this is one of your private type cases that you don't want to share with anybody at the agency.
You know, Pearl, if I didn't know better, I'd say you didn't trust me.
Sometimes trust depends on how open you are.
Listen, there's no rule that says everybody has to know what everybody else is doing around here all the time, just as long as we're pulling together. You know, it's important for detectives to develop contacts and protect their confidentiality. Obviously, they ain't gonna be sources long if you tell people who they are.
Thank you, boss. I'll take that as a vote of confidence. Now, if you two will excuse me, I have an appointment. That is, if it's all right with you, Pearl.
I don't believe this, man. The other day, I defend her. What do? You climb all over my case. Now I ask her one or two questions. You make me look like a fool. Hey, what are you doing?
I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to make you look like a fool. I was trying to give the lady enough proverbial rope.
I'm sorry. I'll tell you what I think about her. There's a lot more to her than meets the eye.
I have no doubt about it, Pearl, but I don't have to worry about it.
Well, why not?
Because I am sure that she won't make another move without you knowing about it.
You better believe it, pal. From now on, I keep a close eye out on our lady partner.
Look, if you're getting tired, we can stop for a while.
No, it's not that, Eden. I mean, what am I supposed to do next?
Well, I can show you.
No, it doesn't do any good if you show me. I've got to remember this for myself if I'm going to help you. Now, there must have been something else to the therapy beyond the massage.
Well, there was.
Now, you told me that the doctors couldn't help you, but I could.
Exactly. Because of the fact that you made me believe that I could get well. You said that was one of the most important things, to believe in myself. Can't you remember saying those things to me?
No. I wish I could. You know, I knew I was coming back here today, and I tried to remember what I did that helped you, and I felt so confined in that hospital room, and now I feel like a prisoner here.
Look, maybe I'm just pushing you too hard, and you need to go out and do different things. Get away from all this pressure that I'm putting on you.
I don't think that's the answer, Eden.
Well, hey, it's worth a shot. Why don't we go to dinner?
Well, what, tonight?
Well, I don't happen to have any plans, do you?
No, I guess not. I don't know if I quite fit into the type of restaurant you like to go to.
Well, it just so happens that I bought you some clothes, and they're up in your room. I got them for you when you were in the hospital.
What, have you been planning this all along, or what?
No, I was just making certain, so if you remembered you were a lawyer, I'd be prepared.
What if I remembered I was a clown?
Well, then you could just come as you were.
I get.
No, look, I think it'd do us some good. Why don't you get dressed, and I'll make a reservation.
I'll be ready in 10 minutes.
Ready for what?
Kane and I are going to dinner.
Eden, are you out of your mind? You're going to take that lunatic out in public?
I'm not listening to you, Daddy.
You're not listening to somebody else, and you're breaking his heart.
Daddy.
Listen to me. I can't help it. It's like you're making a deliberate decision to choose between Cruz and Kane, and you're picking Kane. You can't do that. Don't you realize what it's going to do to you? You're going to regret it, baby.
Hi. Hello. Thanks for coming. Elena, I want to end this charade about pretending that we don't know each other.
No, not yet.
What possible reason could you have for not wanting people to know that I raised you as my daughter?
I have my reasons. I just don't want to talk about it yet.
You know, I thought therapy was supposed to help you work out your anger that you have for Cece and all the Capwells.
I told you, therapy is going wonderfully.
It was going so well. Why do you insist on this phony identity? Unless you still have some scheme of revenge directed at the Capwells.
I have told you I'm not doing anything like that. Now, I will work through everything, I promise you.
When, Elena?
It won't be long, Daddy.
I was wondering if you'd ever be able to call me that again, now that you know that Cece is your real father.
You're the only father I'll ever have.
I love you, Elena. Don't ever forget that.
I won't. Whenever everything else goes wrong in my life, I remember your love. I count on it.
He's saving me. Oh. I did make a reservation. The Curiac and the
Very
Holy
nice to see you again, Dr. Nicholas.
Anybody want another hot dog?
You gotta be kidding me.
Watch out or I'll make you eat pepper pot soup.
No, it's a hot dog. I'll take the hot dog. The hot dog already. You're being cruel.
What are those marshmallow things, Mom? What do you call them, Smurfs?
S'mores. Where's the chocolate?
You got this out.
I got the graham crackers around here somewhere.
Now, you know, I think I'd rather have Smurfs, wouldn't you? You know, bite their little purple heads off.
Don't listen to your Uncle Keith. He's just being gross again.
Kids like gross, don't you?
Yeah, we do gross out jokes all the time.
See, I understand children.
But you never went to camp.
I did.
They wouldn't let you in at camp.
I did. I went to Camp Putterwonga.
Putterwonga?
Putterwonga. It was, you know, out in the wilderness. Very rustic. We, like, got our own food. We got water from the stream. Went behind a tree when we had to...
I think we've got the picture, Keith.
That doesn't sound like much fun as Camp Ginawawa Luke.
Wanamula.
Couldn't be nearly as much fun.
I wish I could stay here all summer.
I wish you could too, sweetheart.
Oh, no. I see that light in your eyes, darling. No, your mom's having fun here, I'm having fun, and you're having fun. You're just going to have to look at it that way, like some lucky time. Just cherish it and then forget it.
So that's what you learned at camp, huh, Keith? How to be a killjoy?
I was just trying to explain...
Just stop it.
You know what you know what the wonderful thing about Camp Putterwonga was?
What?
Was that you could go to bed early. They played taps.
Still light out.
Oh, I mean, you know, you get to bed early, and you get up early. You get to attack the wilderness.
There's no wilderness in here.
I think he's got you there, Keith.
Oh, I think we'll have a wild time attacking that canoe tomorrow.
No, I want to stay up. Surf Punks from Venus is on, and I want to watch it.
Educational television?
But, sweetheart, that movie's on awfully late. Don't you think you're going to get tired? Maybe you should take a little nap now. We'll wake you up. You can watch the movie. Heck, you can stay up all night if you want.
Promise?
Sure.
Okay. Be sure to wake me up.
Don't worry, we will. Can I tell you about something else I learned at Camp Putterwonga?
I bet it wasn't basket weaving.
Tent diving. You want to go first?
Why not?
Hey, have you seen...
Hello.
Get upstairs. What?
Hi, Cruz. Hi, Pearl. I thought I left you slaving at the office.
I thought that you had an appointment.
I did.
Well, do you wish to eat alone?
No, I don't. I thought I was going to have to, but if this is an invitation, I'd be delighted. Well, thank you.
Is that all right?
It's fine.
Well, when you say go out and eat, you mean go all out. This is a fancy place.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever been in a place like this. You come here a lot?
Well, I used to. I own it. It's my restaurant.
Wait a second.
What?
This is the place I came in with the gun in.
Yes. Look, Kane, we're not here to have a bad time. We're here to enjoy ourselves and have a nice dinner.
Sure. So your folks have that big estate and you own this. You pretty much have everything you need, don't you?
Yeah, maybe it looks that way. But none of that really means anything. Well, why don't you just go ahead and say hello to her?
Because I have no intention of interrupting her evening.
Why not? She's already interrupted yours.
I really don't know much about this gourmet food.
Well, you can have anything you want, but they don't have plover eggs.
What?
Plover eggs. You used to make these disgusting omelets out of plover eggs for me.
Well, since I handled the menu back there, why don't you order for me tonight?
All right.
You probably know better what I like than I do anyway.
Kane? Kane, wait.
I know you.
I beg your pardon.
You're a doctor, and I talked to you afterwards.
I'm sorry, I am a doctor, but I don't recognize you.
After I lost my platoon, in the hospital, I talked to you.
Oh!
Whoa.
Oh!
Hey, ow.
Hey, listen, how long did you have to be on the police force before you actually got on the motorcycle squad?
I was lucky.
Really?
I got on that bike right away. Bike cops are an elite corps. Now, they're right up there with detectives in terms of pay and prestige.
Kidding?
And you're on your own out there on the road. I wouldn't trade my job for anybody's. Hey, stay out of trouble.
Yeah, take it easy, man. Thanks a lot.
What a jerk.
You know, I wonder what you have to do to qualify to get the kind of
The
job.
guy is a nutcase. He probably wears a shoulder holster
Well,
to
Jana,
bed.
hang on for a second. The guy's a decent guy, and he's doing a good job.
Hey, I have nothing against cops. I have a problem with the ones who think they're starring in a Clint Eastwood film.
Well, Dusty may try to be a little over macho, but he's a good guy. And he's one of the guys who used to spend a lot of time following up the leads. I just know if I had the resources the police have, I know I could do better.
I didn't think you were seriously considering this.
At least I might be able to help people out for a change, man.
What about the business here to take care of? And Johnny? Look, come on, Frick. Being a cop is a very dangerous job. Are you listening to me?
What?
Nothing. I just asked what you thought about the color blue.
It's my favorite color.
Hi.
What are you doing in there?
We were just playing camp.
Sure were noisy.
No, yeah, noisy.
Bear noises, boy. You know, the great Putawonga grizzly was here. May still be here.
What are you doing? I mean, I thought you were in bed.
I was.
What happened?
I wasn't tired. It's not even dark yet.
You're supposed to be sleeping.
I wasn't tired.
Don't you have those blinders to put on, a little rat?
He's so hurt.
I don't want to go to sleep. I want to play camp with you.
Oh, good. We're doing a little sport that only two can play. You got some s'mores for him?
No, I think he's had enough sugar already. That's probably why he's not tired.
Let's put the canoe together.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. Why don't I tell you a little ghost story? Put you to sleep, huh?
No, this is fun. I don't want to go to sleep.
Well, you're going to get tired sometime, sweetheart.
But, Mom, I'm not tired at all. I got it. Why don't the three of us stay up all night long?
That don't seem to be doing the trick. Do you want me to try?
No, thank you. No, I think I can't sit here with this skirt. I'm going to have to go change. I'll see you guys later.
Yeah, right.
Right.
You treated me at a VA hospital in San Francisco.
Yes, I remember spending a lot of time in San Francisco.
There were a lot of us there. And you tried to get us to talk about the things we'd experienced over at now.
Could you be more specific? What year was it?
I'm not sure.
See, I've done a lot of traveling, a lot of moving around since San Francisco. It's difficult.
Well, wait a minute. You're having a breakthrough with your memory right now?
Well, I don't know. I thought
Do you remember this guy? You don't remember this guy? Is that what you're saying, Dr. Nicholas?
Well, I remember treating Vietnam veterans. Cruz, you have to understand, I treated virtually hundreds and hundreds of them coming back from Vietnam.
Well, he certainly remembers you, though, so it seems kind of difficult to believe. You don't recognize him at all?
Well, I can't imagine forgetting the name of Kane.
I might not have been going by that name then.
I mean, the face is familiar, but were you wearing a beard then?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Maybe without the... I'm sorry.
I was certain I remembered you. It was so real, but I don't know. I'm not sure.
Okay, don't push it, okay? I mean, you remember Dr. Nicholas and where you knew him from. I mean, it's just not a coincidence that you remembered that you were both at the San Francisco Veterans Hospital. I mean, you couldn't have guessed that. And I'm sure Dr. Nicholas would be more than willing to talk to him again.
Of course I would.
And maybe you have some records that you could look up.
All right. I mean, I'll be happy to do anything I can to help. I'll be talking to you soon.
Thanks.
Excuse me.
Well, look, maybe we should go home.
You mind?
No?
Listen, I'd love to take the both of you. We could talk about this.
Thanks, but I think that just the two of us should go. All right?
Yeah.
And they heard his voice. Again. I am the headless horseman of Hooligan's Hollow. So the kid turned and ran away. But then the headless horseman followed him, which the kid couldn't figure out, and I can't either because he didn't have any eyes or ears or nose or because he didn't have a head. I don't... Where was I?
No nose, no head.
No nose, yeah, no nose, no head. Oh yeah. The kid turned and ran, and he hid behind a tree, you see, and then the headless horseman went past him. The kid thought he was safe because the headless horseman couldn't hear him because he didn't have any ears, didn't have any head. So the kid fell asleep. He just laid down and took a little nap because he was so tired.
It's the headless horseman!
Gina, open up. What the hell is going on in there?
Nobody else. No, who else?
Well, hi. I thought that you were going to go home.
Oh, yeah,
That's
I
all.
am, but I have some papers here that I forgot about. I have to look through.
It's too bad you left so early.
Why is that?
Well, because Eden's mysterious friend, the mountain man Kane, you know, the walking question mark? Well, he had a real breakthrough with a certain Dr. Nicholas.
Well, how wonderful.
Yeah.
I'll bet Eden's very happy about that.
Well, I'm not sure. This guy Kane remembered that Nicholas had treated him at some hospital in San Francisco.
Oh, really? Well, then what did Dr. Nicholas say about that?
He thought Kane looked familiar, but he couldn't place him.
Was Kane able to remember anything else?
No, that was it.
Oh, well, that's too bad, isn't it? Well, I've got to get going. Good night. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning, huh?
Better change that skirt, huh?
I will.
Man, it just seems obvious that he ain't faking the memory loss after all.
This is for real. Now, you gotta tell me that you're feeling good about that.
No, I mean,
huh?
you know, if he was faking it, I had a chance of smoking him out. Don't you see? Now, if he really has amnesia, I mean, he may never get his memory back.
Talking about think positive, think positive. The guy is progressing.
Think positive. Eden is determined to wait on him till he can get well enough to make her well. What is that? I mean, do you think that could take months? That could never happen.
She's gonna realize. She's gonna understand.
No. You see, I'm not gonna wait for that to happen, Pearl. I'm gonna do something to make her understand that this is ridiculous.
Do you remember traveling to the hospital to San Francisco?
No, I mean, I just woke up and I was there. I'd been wounded and delirious, and they must have pumped me full of painkillers and shipped me off to the hospital. Because I just remember waking up and not knowing where I was and being very confused about what had happened to me.
And that was where Dr. Nicholas spent time with you. He helped you.
I was certain of it. He talked to me. He made me see that if I talked about what the things that had happened to me, it would be better.
Well, that must have been painful for you.
Well, Dr. Nicholas promised that I wouldn't be held responsible. He was convinced it wasn't my fault.
But he wasn't able to convince you of that, was he?
Because it was my fault. They all died because of me.
No, Kane, it was not your fault. Now, you mentioned these guys. Do you remember their names?
No. What difference could it possibly make?
Because you could get in touch with them.
That's in the past.
No, it isn't. You're going to have to come to terms with the past. Now, Kane, do you remember if you spent time at the hospital? Even after Dr. Nicholas was gone?
I think so. Yeah, I remember all these veterans in wheelchairs, and they couldn't walk, and I would...
Kane, that had to be where you learned the physiotherapy that you used on me.
There was a woman. There was a woman.
What woman?
I don't know. Maybe she was a nurse. I don't know. I don't remember.
Don't get upset about it. Just don't push it, okay? Look, you're probably really tired. Maybe you should go upstairs. You've gotten so far today. I mean, you should really be proud of yourself.
I hated her for some reason. I hated her.
Don't push it. Just take it one day at a time. I mean, you're doing so well. In time, you're going to remember everything.
No! I don't want to remember. I never want to remember it.
No, nothing. I don't know what you're talking about.
Place is a wreck. Why is this moron running around wrapped in a bedsheet?
You know something, Catapult? I can stand on the courthouse steps in an evening gown, and it's none of your damn business.
You're right. The perverted details of your relationship doesn't really interest me.
It's not perverted. We were simply spending an evening together, sharing information and communicating, and it was all quite civilized.
If you really want to know why I'm doing this, I'm rehearsing for Julius Caesar in the community theater, so maybe you should come and make a point of seeing me.
Only if you're playing Julius Caesar, and I can be one of the people who stab you with the daggers.
No, I'm playing Brutus.
Oh, well, that's perfect casting. An ambitious bastard who stabs his best friend in the back.
I don't have any friends.
You have a point.
Why are you barging into UCC?
Well, I was looking for... I was looking for the district attorney.
Well, you found him. Is there anything I can give you assistance with?
Well, I was going to ask you for a change of venue for Victoria's trial, but looking at you this way, I don't think we have to have the trial anyplace else for where it's going to be. As long as you're prosecuting, we can't lose.
Whatever possessed you to marry a son of a...
Stubborn man like that.
Right. My words exactly.
Well, Brutus, it looks like we have the place to ourselves.
Now I get a chance to show you what I would have done with Cleopatra.
Well, why don't you come over here and put your ass down?
Putting my ass down?
Yes.
My ass? Oh, good.
What are you doing here?
Oh, I came to try... I just want to talk to you. When you came into the restaurant tonight, I was struck one more time with how unfortunate the situation is, and I just thought that I would tell you that it brought back a lot of memories to me.
Yeah, me too.
It seemed like we always had something to celebrate in that restaurant. I started thinking about the trip we took through France on the real Orient Express, and I started thinking about the chateau, the week. Do you remember that week?
It's not good for you to continue living in the past.
Oh, I don't intend to, Eden. Because a past like that leads to a future. And I am not about to let you forget how fortunate we were to have found each other. A love like we have comes along once in a lifetime if you're lucky.
Stop it.
You can't deny it. Damn it, I just want to take you in my arms.
And sweep me off my feet.
I am never, ever gonna give up.
Complicated world, you need good reasons to make the best choice for the news you watch. At NBC Nightly News, we believe you should get the facts easily. We think you deserve to understand the day's events clearly. We have to earn your confidence by examining the issues fairly. That's why at NBC Nightly News, we cover the world with you in mind.